practice diligently. Therefore, he is just like the poor son of a rich father, and gave up his father. And now the poor son is suffering on his own and enduring such a suffering. Therefore, today I realize that although I am greatly learned, if I do not cultivate it, it is the same as if I had not learned anything. I have not learned anything, just as someone who only speaks of food will never get full. I think this is very similar to many of us who only heard the teaching but never practiced, never cultivated. According to the Avatamsaka Sutra, where it says that those who hear much of the Dharma but do not practice are like the poor who count day and night the treasure of others, but have no penny of their own. So lots of practitioners are just like that. They know how to talk, they know how to speak, they know how to pay lip service to the Dharma, but they never practice it. But through such kind of lip service, you won't be able to receive anything. There is nothing that would truly benefit you. It only gains your own arrogance. So in Larungar recently, we are going to have over 2 weeks long of retreat. And I hope people outside of Larungar, if you were to have time, then you should also practice along with us according to the same period of time. You can practice upon the Amitabha's practices as well as look at your own mind and practice, simply practice in retreat. I heard a majority of our Sangha members are keeping very diligent preparation before the retreat. I heard that all of our shops are empty and we're out of lots of necessities. I think it's important to keep the storage of food, but also I want to remind you, in fact, the retreat is not the retreat of food. You do not practice for yourself. If you only eat and don't practice, then after 15 days you'll be very much bloated and gain lots of weight. So I really hope that rather than gain weight, you should gain your practice and gain your insights. In terms of a place of practice, I feel that some of the places that we built for people's retreat huts and so on, I heard people's complaints by saying that those places that we built are rather quite small. Let's look at the abbots. The abbots are named as Fangzhang in Chinese, which is actually a measurement of their rooms. It's about 3.3 meters. 3.3 square meter in size of a room, of a retreat room, and they would practice in it. And such kind of practitioners would be called the abbot or Fangzhang. And now our homes, our retreat places are rather much bigger than those. Since your room is very small, then I think it's the best to keep your room very clean and very simple. I went to many retreat caves of great masters. Their caves are very small, including Longchenpa's cave in Garik Toga. His cave is very small, and if someone who's big and would sleep straight with their legs extended, I'm sure their legs would be outside of the cave. So you don't need a big space to practice. Rather, you should make it very simple, clean, and just make it very pleasant to live in, rather than making a room full of stuff. I saw a retreat cave of Master Xuanzang when he went to India in Nalanda, and if you were to remember the teachings of Vimalakirti, he also had his rooms very small, isn't it? If you were to remember at the beginning of it. And now let's look at Master Xuanzang's retreat. retreat place. Nalanda is a monastery, also it is a university. Master Xuanzang is one of the most important students came from abroad. He is renowned as one of the most important master from there. Now we got to this used to be his residence. It's rather very small. There's a small hole over here at the on the wall. It is said that this is the place for his retreat. In fact, at that time, Master Xuanzang has the similar kind of treatment with other professors that used to teach over here, the great masters. This is a historical remain over here and a heritage, and this place created lots of influence into the history of China and India. And we finally found this place that was the retreat house of Great Master Xuanzang. It sounds like his Chinese is just like how Tibetans speak Chinese. It's very thick in accent in terms of dialect. Whenever you have the opportunity to practice, I think you should seize all the opportunities and all kinds of conditions to practice diligently. And then, World Honored One, now we are all bound by the two obstructions, and as a consequence do not perceive the still, eternal nature of the mind. I only hope that Tathagata will take pity on us poor and destitute ones, the destitute sentient beings who had not attained the realization of the ultimate truth. At that time, Ananda realized that he has poor practice. So he stated that, please take pity upon us, the poor and destitute ones who did not realize the ultimate truth, and disclose the wonderful bright mind and open our Dharma, open our way eye. Over here, the way eye, way means Dharma. If you do not recognize the nature of mind, then it is just as how the way of a bodhisattva stated, all those who fail to understand the secret of mind, the greatest of all things, although they wish for joy and sorrow's end, will wander to no purpose uselessly. Therefore, Ananda supplicated to the Buddha and saying that you must give us a teaching of the true Dharma. And then from the character of one, which is the Savastika sign. In fact, this Buddhism Savastika sign is very much different than those of the Nazi sign in terms of the angle. And then this sign signifies a myriad virtues on his chest. So from this character on the chest of the Tathagata, there poured forth precious lights. Really brilliant and beautiful, amazing lights that then radiated and poured forth from this sign and radiated with hundreds of thousands of colors. The brilliant light then simultaneously pervaded everywhere throughout the 10 directions to Buddha realms, as many as fine motes of dust. So we've already through this sutra, we already saw that the Buddha then radiated light from his crown, and then from his the center of his eyebrows, and from his face, and then over here is from the chest. It is said that in the Shurangama Sutra, the Buddha then radiated lights for 5 times in this particular sutra. And that light simultaneously then pervaded everywhere throughout the 10 directions to Buddha realms, as many as 5 motes of dust. anointing the crown of every Tathagata in all the jeweled Buddha lands of the 10 directions. Then it swept back to Ananda and all in the great assembly. So all the sentient beings, including Ananda, are all pervaded in such light. And said to Ananda, I will now erect the great Dharma banner for you. Ananda wanted to receive profound Dharma, but he hasn't received the profound Dharma yet. So over here, the Buddha then started to give the profound teaching. He said that now I will erect the great Dharma banner. This is the inner Dharma banner, which means that is to cause all living beings in the 10 directions to obtain the wondrous subtle secrets. The pure nature, the bright nature, the bright mind, and to attain the pure eye. At that time, when the Buddha gave the teaching of this profound Dharma, and then Ananda, as well as the sentient beings, attained or entered into the insights or the state of the understanding of the Dharma, the profound Dharma. So over here, we've already then studied till the part where there's the illumination of the light. And next year, I hope that we can continue to study this sutra. If we were to be still alive, and then maybe next year, around February or March, we will then continue with the later part of Shurangama Sutra. I really hope that all of our audience would be there to listen to the next part of the teaching. I will make the announcements about 2 weeks or 1 week in advance to make such announcement of the restarting time of the classes, because right now I'm not completely certain about the time to resume class yet, because in between my winter holiday I will be translating. Lots of the Tibetan practitioners that they would be retreating in winter. They would enter retreats in the summer, between summer till the fall time. They would go and get some yak butter, and they would get lots of barley as well, so that they can hoard up some food for themselves, and in spring they will have time to practice again in retreat. So in the winter, when I have some time, I will then engage in translation work, and next year I will give teachings. On one hand, I have to do my translation work. On the other hand, if I were to have some opportunities, I would give some teachings to different crowds of the audience. Someone asked me in Switzerland, the translator at that time said that, could you please answer the question rather slowly, because I have to get all your answers. And I said that, no, I'm getting really hungry, therefore I have to speed up with my answers. So sometimes I really feel that I rather don't have lots of time when I go out and give teachings. On top of that, I am not in good condition in terms of my health, and therefore I really have to do some of the checkups and to maintain different parts of my body. Just as a broken car that's been used for a long period of time, I'm not sure how long this broken car would be in use or be functional for a long period of time. So we'll see if this broken car could no longer be maintained, then maybe I'll change to another. Maybe it's a time to change it to a different car. So if our conditions would be favorable to us, I really hope to continue to give the teaching of this teaching, to finish the teaching, and I really hope that all of our audience would continue to listen to this teaching. At the same time, we should keep in mind that it is impermanent. We should keep that in heart. As Pongtsog Rinpoche said, we have to have plans for the Dharma, or for the ultimate level of the Dharma, or the liberation aspect of our life. Of course, we have to feel impermanent about our relative life at the same time. From the beginning of the teaching of Shurangama Sutra till now, in fact, we've had classes for only about over a dozen of classes, and I really want to show gratitude to our translators, our crew of streaming crew, as well as our audience, because if there's no audience, then I cannot give the teaching. Especially many people attended this class. Not only that you listen to this class, you attend this class very attentively. I can see that from your expression. During the time of the 7 attempts of searching for the mind, I saw that lots of you were very much confused and probably felt quite down because you didn't understand it. But I really felt your enthusiasm towards the learning of the Dharma. And upon noticing such kind of enthusiasm, it really touches me. If, as an audience, you do not have any kind of enthusiasm towards the learning of the Dharma, or curiosity towards the Dharma, then I won't have any kinds of enthusiasm myself to give teachings to it. So I am quite pleased to see those of you who attend this class, let you be in Larongar or online, or listening to this class online. When I read the Sutra of Shurangama, I felt that if you were to read it by yourself, you won't be able to understand it. Therefore, you really need to have someone to give the teaching to it so that you'll be able to understand. Because the Shurangama Sutra, even if you listen to the teaching, it is very difficult to understand. Don't even mention without anyone to give the teaching. In the Sutra, it is stated that without someone to give you the teaching, without a good spiritual friend, you won't be able to get the genuine meaning and the profound meaning of the Sutra. So I really feel that is very true, because there are lots of people who are of great wisdom, who are very smart, but they are not able to understand Shurangama Sutra on their own, and they have to invest lots of time to study this sutra. Therefore, I think it is quite necessary to give the teaching and study together of this Shurangama Sutra. If you do not study, then you won't be able to understand the profound meaning and profound teaching of the Dharma. Therefore, we are studying this profound teaching together, and I think this could be considered as one of the most meaningful and one of the most valuable and the happiest moments of your life. So this year, the Shurangama Sutra has come to a conclusion in this year, and we've already studied Vimalakirti Sutra for the first half of the year, and from the second half of the year we studied part of the Shurangama Sutra, and I think it's been quite successful and went quite smoothly without lots of obstacles, and I think we should all rejoice with each other, especially we've studied the merit of listening to the sutra.
Nam dam shab jayam jitina tagna kam jigum choda parajar kayam abjana te taram niravaram samzop shangachabaram beres hanjivshan shab jagale janam janyala ba te taja chere yonsa tag parajar shanchib shawan tronshag yaravatan sanji jijirabta kamvaresho Shobji Simjana Ganam Janyala Bate Tata Min Devarajer Joa Kanji Chuji Donamanam Tambaram Jirjariva Am Japaresho Chanchab Shurba Tagna Dagab Shula Jam Joa Kanda Jiwa Tambarajer Sarava Gandam Champur Jivana Startab Dagna Raptam Javaresho Jarava Ganji Jisum Love Jiradam Zombo Jurba on Zob Jilajam Salatam Jurba Jamile on Dagaba Dagada Manyam Jamila Juperesho Taya Kata Latan of Janakala Talavama Tagata Maya Kanam Dan Doa Ganji Janam Chatsambar Tamchala Kalata Daki Chuftanando Tesham Parulation Larab Sunadim Shanchibasim Namiam Jilmajir I think back on the Majapara Kirpata Teta Mali on Sub Shambarasho Litam Yulamov the Jelly Namalim to the Jam Jitin and Doanam Sayan Chatara Palamochi Macharbabjan Yardanam Karatokba Metarabjad Jangam Jundam Shonam Jazam Barang and so doing another Tagalam doa kam gola jam doa tham chadalana pambarevshad shanchab shod bayon zob shide jam simchana takap shod tam tambarevji zambab shod ba tagna raptun jam ma om karaba kandap shod parevjir dakim shod tam thombar kam shod ba te tagatam tagatam jogbar shod de tanga nam tana simji jam shod ba tagatam olam chit Dagla Pambaram Dolba Jobo Tagab Zombo Shura Barab Tumba Nama Tetagataya Tagata Chalparasho Tetagab Dagi Namaya Yadamagayon Sarji Jim Kurvim Gombo Namam Gom Sama Tagatab the Cave Jalavata Maom Karapak and the Machovar Tetagalayam Churpaja Cheravja Jaravanam Jetamba Chums and a jam Shanchab Shurpak and then over if she lives on both Shurpan and Barab Jawaya Maom Karapak and the Jalaparabja Telepatham Jalatayam Koroanam Sonama Yashi Taganam Zalani Taptan Shira Batam Zanam Tarata Yundan and Kanjim Zalam Zutter Daniela Janam de Jantir Samji Machab Sarjanam Sardi Jewinab Jibala Shanjab Jalabab Jojam Tavarabja Tetramale Tamjara Shosaya Shatzamam Chula Dik Zaman Salinella Sardi Jamso Janam Jamso Karapa Jamsuru Jojam Rabdamji Sonchi Yalaga Jamsu Jakalaji Jalava Kanaya Laganam Dagabam Doa Kanjim Samba Chabjanaya Sarji Sola Tagatam Jiparabja Tisam of Shagba, Jarva, Tamja, the Tagam, Kurulum, Saranamarat, Korvaya, the Tagakaya, Soyam, Mazalala, Bloya, Topji, Dagajan, Ma om Karpa, Tamchilem, Jibere, Kachi, gave the Jam, Jibere, Kayam, Karpa, take some salate. Catching Chashi, Gina, Jipper shed. Tisam of Shagba, Maya, Sange, Kate, Kachi, Chigla, the gift. Ganab Joyala, Jemmer, Jerban, and Taratop Jim. Kaya, Tisam, Taka, Jam Colapa, Teta, the Chigat on the Mumber, Teta, Malim, Shogunam, and Tamcha, Jarawa, Taka, Janam, Colam. Kaya mabshin jitin runmanam shanchiverim verim sangyam korolov kor nyangan and deeper after jam taratun gombo kanji trong the dam show. Tunamada can near go ya tapper of dagata can the yundan of Sholapa Tunamadan can the chap of Shambata can near give him sunamat of dagadam chapani para jerpa yashit of a share but have dam the net of dagagi Shanjabat Tunamayan dagajaper said Legiat Tunamayon sat of Shirajam you more Tunama can them jumper of Shelev the jet Tunamato Miller of Shirajam. Zambov Shurbaton of Zoparabja. Janama Jamzo, number of Shirajan, Simchina Jamzo, Tagana, number Durum, Chunama Jamzo, Raptum, Tom Shirajan, Yashi Jamzo, Rapta, Toparabshed, Chulpa Jamzo, number of Shirajan, Mulama Jamzo, Yonzo, Zoparabshed, Harji Jamzo, Raptum, Shub Shirajan. Karaba Jamzur Macho Jalabarabja. Kaya, this some of Sharpa, Jaravaya, Shanchib Shurba, Molam of Shitaranam, Zambo of Shurbi, Shanchib Sardine, taken of the game, I live Zoparabja. Jarava can get it yet, Tawopa, Kangaman, Kandab Zamjifia, Kiba de Dam, Tomber, Jap of Shirer, given the Tagatancha de Litang ta yir janam daga jam shurbanam daga janam yon daga ba ngo zambum ki bam chem dawa tem darab daga jan de dam song barajo kanne gi wa zambu chal bab sharam jam khol jin molam jar barav ja mawam karpa kandam chovar Shavamani Zoparabja Shurpadanan Sayuda Majirji Yundanam Jan Sabzome Barashov Shurpat Semile Palani Nejang Tetagam Sharpat Hamjadam Salavarabja Nam Kim Tarti Kirpat Chatsam Bara Simchana Malim Tayan Tivjanande Chatsamali Tam Yunamon Tajiraba Daka Molamam Tayan Tetsamo Kayam Shoji Janam Tai Barim Chinabjan Dev Jalavanam Labala Tadama Yev Devam Chaganamajan Jangab Dam Yarakaraparam Paravavi Kangi over Jarapon the Tunium Shanchabam Choka Jizura Motion Lanchi Zamiam Talapat Jarapanam Sonamatam Chokodam Dam Jarado Kangi Zamshud the Mulam and the Tabi Tinangan Son Tam Jadapan Varam Jar Tena Chokopung and Barapavayan, Nangwam Tai, Tayang Demiram Ton, Tetaganya the Param, Yada Devaram, so Matim, Darayan, Tetaga Legbaran. Teon Chandra, Tetagaram Burmatoko Divisionam Ger, Tamilanga Potaka, Dibanama, Ganga, Mercy, one gives she bataga, the eaves on both the band of Jodanam, near the Mali, also of Shanwaram Ger. Yeshi dana zitam sanamada ritam katwanam dadam berimjir datam bertagam budi matabam jitin samboy kannam cheperimjir shanchi bishawan rong de timjir Tim dirte shanchi bisangar jim korlor aftaf korab danamade tam chipa tam jalabdal Kayam zambu shirbi molamandam changwa tan tuntamalogna Te number mamba sanjim chenam shanchaban chocola sumnya mabshadaji Jam kodawa chitrum kimba ta kandab zambo te on dipjanande Tetaga kanji jis dagalop shirir gewa dadaga tamcha darab davno. Tisam shagba jarva tamcha de jiavno akang lam chagta ngababdi. Daka gewa savan dakanan jam zambo chub shirirab tangovarabya. Dagnam chimim timshira jirbana jirba tamcha da dagnam sham salate. Monsamanang wam tayim tim tone. Deva chanji shantarab tamdo. Tirasoni na mulam da tagajan tamcha da malim gondam jirvarasho. Tetaga malib da ki usab kam jitin chitra da simchanam bambarabja. Jalava chalam korab zanja gavatir pamutam bashantam zilishti. Nawam dayi jalvi monsamanda loftan bayam da ki tirtavasho. Mam bab simam chakjaye bloye top chim shokcha nam sayan simchana nam la phamba mam babja zambub shadba mulam domba ye giwa chong zalab dakki chasagapa tenam roba mulam gewa nam kachi chiki thamcha dam shurvaresho Kayam zambub shadban dem ngobim sunamam thaye tamba kantuvde Doab dem ngolam chevarab shangwanam Wala khagami labani rabat hoparasho Molla majad bun datagam chak sum thaim Rua kalla pham shidajang Kandab zambub jambub zong travahte Ngan soni namamali Shton varasho Sanjir kaksamam nib Shan labadam chunyilamam jirab dimbab shan labadam Gimdanam absadam dambab shan labaji Chataram ngo amalaman driparasho Talayatha pansanajaya agwan budana Sohaya Pami thiji durji danjam jatalapa Namarabandira balambakara Ripa Wachim, Jimmy the Panzo, Javla, Sorvandib, Fidget Gombush and the Benyam Nazi, Kiyat the Cheatham, Jeeperipshin, Giolo, Sorta, Dolomir, Salangar Millet, and Javer Kim, the Bambam Trovas, Samajala, Jamsum, Johnny, Gala, Shinjina, Baba, she Barzal, Mamilitum, Soronova, Yam Takam, Dorotakapayashi. Now I'm chocolate of Jam, so shall Hamo, Jiba, Yam Jerato, Dom Kim, Gibson, Mala, Soravande, Katsim, Jeredurji, she served and the Chanim, that beam, Shakjam, Corlo, Chabanim, Jolam Chayan, Tamsi, Samai, Dandro, Pandi, Ranta, Chong, Jerez, Javni, Jalava, Tifja, Zamo, Dam, Tabdana, Tam, Jam Zunim, Diakdov, Yamela Hasama, Dimburim, Dotunan Japa, Gimson, Barajerachim, Lapa, Samdan, Armim, Zambayam, Depa, Soji, Animdra, Yonga, Jam, Tagatab, Shaladab, Shavi, Talam Divar, Taftanam, Shagam Tarab, Jeep, Trashi.